There are birds that can be found with patience. And then there are birds that must be earned. Birds hidden beyond mountain passes, beyond winding roads, beyond days of searching through forests, valleys, and high Himalayan slopes. During our 1,000-kilometer birding expedition across Bhutan, one species remained near the top of our wish list. A bird few visitors ever encounter well. A bird perfectly adapted to life among the clouds. The blood pheasant. And on a quiet mountain road in Bumthang, our search would finally come to an end.
Before we continue the journey, if you enjoy authentic wildlife expeditions, rare bird encounters, and stories from some of the world's most extraordinary landscapes, consider subscribing to the channel. Every journey we share is driven by a passion for wildlife, conservation, and discovery. Now, let's return to the mountains of Bhutan. Bhutan is often called the last Himalayan kingdom, a land where forests still blanket the mountains, where rivers run clear from snow-fed peaks, and where wildlife continues to thrive in landscapes that have changed little for centuries. In April 2026, our team embarked on an ambitious birding expedition spanning nearly 1,000 kilometers across this remarkable country. The expedition was organized by Ratnadeep Patil of Advait World, led by the experience and guidance of Ramesh Chennai, and supported by Bhutanese bird expert Jigme Chering, whose deep knowledge of these mountains proved invaluable throughout the journey. Together with 12 passionate birders, we traveled through valleys, forests, and mountain highways in search of Bhutanese extraordinary bird life. Every sunrise brought new possibilities. Every stop carried the promise of discovery. Yet among all the species we hoped to encounter, one remained particularly elusive. The blood pheasant is not a bird that reveals itself easily. For much of its life, it remains hidden within dense alpine vegetation, mountain scrub, and high-elevation forests. Its survival depends on caution. Its greatest defense is often simply remaining unseen. Many birdwatchers spend years hoping for a meaningful encounter. Some never receive one. As our expedition progressed through Bhutan's mountains, anticipation continued to grow. Each suitable hillside, each patch of rhododendron, each quiet stretch of road carried the possibility that somewhere nearby, a blood pheasant might be watching us long before we ever saw it. Then, on the Semtokha Trashigang Highway near Bumthang, something moved among the roadside vegetation. At first, it was little more than a fleeting shape, a subtle movement against the mountain landscape. But then, the bird stepped into view. The search was over. There it was, a blood pheasant. Calm, alert, completely at home in a world shaped by altitude and cold. For a few precious moments, we were no longer searching. We were simply observing, watching one of the Himalayas' most remarkable birds going about its daily life. These are the moments every wildlife expedition lives for. moments impossible to predict, impossible to guarantee, yet unforgettable when they finally arrive. The blood pheasant belongs to a group of birds uniquely adapted to some of the harshest environments on Earth. Found across the high mountains of Bhutan, Tibet, Nepal, and parts of northern India, it survives where winters are long and conditions can be unforgiving. Its powerful legs allow it to forage efficiently through snow, moss, and alpine vegetation. Its dense plumage provides insulation against freezing temperatures, and its behavior reflects millions of years of adaptation to life at altitude. The species derives its name from the striking crimson markings scattered across its plumage. These vivid patches contrast beautifully against the softer gray tones of the body, creating one of the most distinctive appearances among Himalayan birds. Yet despite its beauty, the blood pheasant is rarely seen for long. Its world is one of caution, awareness, and constant survival. Every meal, every movement, every day is shaped by the challenges of mountain life. Encounters like this are about more than adding another species to a list. They are reminders of something much larger. For a bird like the blood pheasant to survive, entire ecosystems must remain healthy. Mountain forests, alpine meadows, shrublands, water sources. Every element is connected. The presence of this bird tells us that these Himalayan landscapes are still functioning much as nature intended. In a rapidly changing world, that is something worth celebrating and something worth protecting. Eventually, the blood pheasant continued on its way, disappearing back into the vegetation from which it had emerged. The encounter lasted only minutes, yet it became one of the defining moments of our Bhutan Bird Expedition. Because wildlife is not measured by the length of an observation. It is measured by the feeling it leaves behind. The anticipation, the discovery, the privilege of witnessing a wild creature in its natural world. For us, this was not simply a sighting. It was a reminder of why we travel, why we explore, and why the mountains continue to call us back.
Our sincere gratitude to Ratnadeep Patil of Invite World, Expedition Leader Ramesh Shenoy, Bhutan Bird Expert Jigme Charing, and every member of our 12-person team whose passion and dedication made this journey possible. And thank you for traveling with us through the mountains of Bhutan. If you enjoyed this expedition and would like to support future wildlife documentaries, please like, share, and subscribe. Every subscription helps us continue documenting the extraordinary wildlife and wild places that still exist across our planet. Until the next expedition, keep exploring, keep observing, and never stop looking closer.